What's good, yo? Arsenal 2-2 draw at Chelsea. And you know what, guys? I went for 1-1 because that's the best that I thought that this team can achieve. But I wasn't ready for the display last night. And listen, we're coming off the back of Sheffield United where, as I said before, when you have that mentality where you're not winning and the confidence isn't there, but yet the belief is, there's a clear sign that this team is backing the manager. This team is 100% behind Arteta, and their displays show it. And this is the thing, guys. When things aren't going well and we're losing and we're drawing under Emery, it wasn't the results that was getting the fans down. It was the performance. And when you come out and perform the way that this team has been performing under Mikel Arteta, it gives the fans hope. This fan base is in a total change in comparison to where we was a month ago. And that's because of the performances. Look, guys, the results right now don't matter. I know they're not there. I know we're not getting 3 points, and we haven't in a while. And we've only won 2 of our last 16 games. Guys, I get it. I get it. But the performances of this team are just outstanding. The level of discipline and commitment. Listen, let's roll up now and talk about Bellerin. Bellerin took the ball by the horns, wearing the captain's armband, led by example. And listen, he hasn't played a lot of football. This is what we have to remember. Bellerin has not played a lot of football, and to come on like that in the face of someone like Niles, who has played really well in Bellerin's absence, and to get the goal the way he did, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant answer when just about everybody thought that we were dead and buried at that time. Look, we've been generous to Chelsea. And in fairness, Chelsea are in a state of transition at the moment. They're playing up and down. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games at home. And as I said, they're in decent form there. We gifted them Baku. You know, in the second half, we just didn't come out to play at all. They deservedly won that. When they came to the Emirates, we played them off the park for 80 minutes. And while Jorginho should have been sent off, Leno made that mistake and gifted Chelsea. In this game, the serial offender, Mustafi, the wonder boy, what does he do? He does what he does best with his ability. He has a lot of ability. He leads the team in clearances. He's really good with his head in terms of when the ball comes in the box. But he just has those moments where he switches off. And no top team in this league can afford moments where you switch off. And that's why he's not deserved of this Arsenal starting spot. That's why he's been riding the bench for most of the season. Not because of his ability. He has ability to play. But it's the moments he switches off. And you know those moments are going to come, because they've come and come and come previously before, and they will continue coming. And we've been saying this for a long time. No disrespect to the player, but mentally, you're not prepared to play in this way. It doesn't matter what he did after the mistake. Yeah, that mistake not only cost us a goal, but it caused David Luiz to get sent off, which is now going to miss 3 games. So the whole thing has a domino effect. The whole thing just capitulates. And my video last week, I was talking about why send Mavropanos off to loan? Why do it? Because if anything happened to Luiz or Socrates, and look what's happened. Socrates has missed 2 games because he hasn't been well. Luiz now, straight red card, 3-match ban. So that's the bad. The good stuff, Xhaka filled in at centre-back really, really well. In fact, I'd say he was more dominant there than he was playing in the midfield, even though I know it's not preferable. But Xhaka really, really played his role well. And not just that, but in the dying moments of the game, he made a slide-in tackle on a cross, which put off Tammy Abrahams, and that could have been the game winner for Chelsea. But again, fantastic way that Xhaka read the game, really committed performance from him. But let's talk about the star of the show, and that is Martinelli. Before this Aubameyang ban came out, we were talking about who's going to step up, who's going to take the reins. Lacazette now 8 games without a goal. Pepe played really well last night again, but still not the finished article. Up steps this 18-year-old kid again for the 2nd game in a row and hits the back of the net. but it's not hitting the back of the net, which I'm impressed with the most by this player. Martinelli, he runs the channels, he backtracks, he helps out on the defense at set pieces, he's there trying to intercept passes. He has got an all-round game. Pepe's not doing that, not at that level. Let's remember, we've got Xhaka playing at left back as well. We've got 18-year-olds in this team that are delivering, guys. And that is a great place to be. And this is the reason why you should come out of this thinking, what a performance last night. Great performance by the team. Absolutely fantastic, and deservingly got a point. And this guy, I tell you, Martinelli, what a talent. 10 goals now this season. You name me an 18-year-old that has double-digit figures, and there might be a few, but how many at this level have 10 goals as an 18-year-old? Come on, man. Martinelli, big props to Martinelli, and big props to Mikel Arteta as well. He's the one that got the guys to keep their shape. And not only did they keep their shape when Guendouzi came on, which was he done really well as well, but we looked like the team with 11 players, and Chelsea looked like that they were the team with 10 men. That's how much that these guys were putting in a performance. The structure was there, and the commitment was there. And guys, you have to thank one person for that, and that is Mikel Arteta. That's the person who you got to thank for. I hear some people saying on social media, what has he done so far? We ain't changed. Guys, watch the games. It's not the results. It's the personnel, the players, the mindset, the mentality. This guy has got them playing. And he's doing it in the face of us nowhere near being... Look, Chelsea had 19 shots. Yeah? They had all the possession. Their passing accuracy was they passed us off the park. For the first half an hour, we were awful. And that's because we were trying to play out from the back, and we were giving the ball away countlessly. Terrible in possession. It just was really bad to watch. And as soon as that we got the red card, it just changed everything for us. It's like it switched us on. And this is what I'm talking about being switched on. The guys really should have been switched on straight out of the gates. They weren't like that in the first half against Sheffield United either. But it took that to give them a kick up the backside to switch them on. And we really need that level of intensity earlier on, guys. We need this team to come out of the gates on fire, like they was in the first half at the Emirates against Chelsea and Man United. And I think that's kind of dying off a little bit now, and it's got a lot to do with fitness levels, I know. But I really, really loved seeing what those guys did last night. And I don't feel bad for Chelsea. Look, I talked about 6 wins in the last 7 at home. And they were up against Arsenal, a team that has dodgy centre-backs, as well as Mustafi, a team that had 2 18-year-olds, a team that was missing their leading goal scorer, an Arsenal team that had only won 2 games in the last 15, and you don't put them away. Arsenal had 2 shots on target, and they had 2 goals. I mean, talk about stealing thunder. That was a great game, and it was a point well earned, and well done to Arsenal for that. And look, we go away to Bournemouth, we go away to Burnley. We've got a few away games now that we got to start to get stuck in. And we're going to need that kind of performance. The problem is now, you got David Luiz, who's missing. So you're going to have to bring in Rob Holding, which, to be fair, Rob Holding should have been playing anyway. I wouldn't have played Mustafi in front of Rob Holding. I don't know what, I don't know what Arteta was thinking. Maybe because against Sheffield United, Mustafi did play well. So I give him that. But at some point, he's going to let you down. He just is, because that's who he is. So I would have rather gone with Rob Holding. Aubameyang's going to be missing for the Bournemouth game, so he will be back for the Burnley away game. And boy, we need him. But yeah, I think, guys, that we got to go with Martinelli, Pepe, and Aubameyang up front now. I think Lacazette needs to spend some time on the bench. And it's a shame because he had a good first touch and finish last night, but the goal was ruled offside. And it's just a shame. But for me, he's just not committing himself in the final third enough. He's doing everything else well, but he's not scoring goals. And at some point, we've got to really treat that for what it is. Martinelli is the informed player, and you have to play him ahead of Lacazette. And I'm sorry, that's just how it is. We need more goals coming from the rest of the team. And playing Aubameyang and Martinelli is the way to go. That's just how it is. But listen, well done. Big up to the Gooners last night, man. And a fantastic result for the guys. Let's start to push up the table now, please, guys. 3 points would be nice. And a big respect to everybody on the stream on Monday night as well. Nice one. Big shout out to Goon Squad. Big shout out to 101. Back your team, guys. And listen, let's ride this Mikel Arteta wave, man. Great performance. Speak to you soon, guys. Peace out.